This is just some Newman's Own marinara with spruced up with Italian sausage and some fresh veggies and a little Parmesan, and then Lazy Man's garlic bread, which is just garlic naan. Good morning, friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is going to be on my van gadgets. So just the little things I have, around the van that make my life a little easier. Gadget number one is going to be my Jetboil. Pretty much all this is good for is boiling water. It's a camp stove. I had this before I moved into a van. So I had bought it for camping and backpacking. But it is really nice for boiling water. It does it really fast and it does it really fuel efficiently, which is the key. So it usually boils water in 2 to 3 minutes, and it doesn't use very much fuel. It uses the isobutane propane, which it's a little harder to find than the green propane bottles. However, it's still pretty easy to find. Any Walmart has it in the outdoor section. So that's that. So this is always pretty much the first thing I use in the morning because I make my coffee. So it's about 8:30 right now. And then I guess, the standard 1-cup coffee maker, which uses the filters, but then I also bought this little gadget, which has I don't know if you can see that, it has a screen, a filter screen, so you don't use a filter with it. You just put the coffee in and it collapses down. So that's really great for backpacking. So I have both of these and I kind of use them both, just depending. The other one is really easy to clean up from because you just pull the filter out and throw it out. This one, you have to spray out and wipe it down. So it's a little more intensive, but it works great, and that's what I'm going to use this morning. These screen ones I do have to stir a little bit to get it to go, to get the coffee through, especially if it's a fine ground coffee. And there we go, morning coffee. I also will say it's nice having a thermos. Like having the insulated coffee mug has made a huge difference. I actually go through a lot less coffee this way, just because it holds the heat for so long. So it's hot coffee for a couple hours. I remember during the summer I went on like a 3-mile hike, and when I got back I had closed this and it was still hot. Not like lukewarm, it was still hot. So yeah, thermos mug is great to have. My next gadget to show off is my Aquabot. So this is just an Nalgene bottle, and then the Aquabot is the device that screws on the top. So it pressurizes the bottle, and then you can change the stream. And this is super handy for washing my dishes. I use it to take a shower. It has lots of applications. The advantage of this over, if you have room in your van for a 2-gallon sprayer, with the attachment hose, the weed sprayer, those are the way to go. But I just don't have room for that in my van. And the great thing about this is I can just stuff it into a little nook and cranny. You could have a spray bottle, and they also make 1 quart like Miracle Grow sprayers that pressurize the same way, that you can get at Dollar General for like $4 as opposed to this, which is $20. The big difference is I've had leaking issues with both the spray bottle and the 1 quart weed sprayer. The other problem is that with I've had molding issues with both of those as well, which I have not had with the Aquabot. It must have to do with the material that they use. But the other huge advantage of this over those is that thing is on a tube, which means that I can use this upside down. So for taking a shower or even washing dishes or anything, I can use it at all the different angles, which I can't do with a spray bottle or with the Miracle Grow sprayer. So Aquabot. And I have a bunch of dishes that I didn't do last night, so I guess I'll wash some of those. Oh, I haven't pressurized it. Idiot. So yeah, I just did all my dishes. So with just about a quart of water, little under a quart. So when I was at the store, they had a 5-pound bag of apples for $3. I don't even like apples that much, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. I should say I don't like raw apples, so I'll just find ways to use them, I guess. So this morning I'm going to make apple pancakes. And of course I'll rinse them off with the Aquabot. Apple cinnamon pancakes. So the last thing I'm going to show off here is the Weboost. So the Weboost is this thing right here. That's the mount for it, but you can have it around anywhere. Your cell phone slides in here, so it's a cell phone signal booster. It has the plug here goes to a USB cable, which I plug into my battery. And then it also has this, which runs to an antenna on top of the van, just a little antenna. And it works. It definitely boosts the signal. There's been times where I had no signal and I used this and I was able to get a text out. There's been times where I just had really marginal service and this gave me service. So it's really useful to have. I will say they're a bit expensive. It was $180. And it's already got issues and falling apart. Like, it has a USB port here, or it's supposed to have a USB port, which you can plug your phone into and charge it while right from this device. But it broke. It fell out. And I've only had it 8 months, something like that, 9 months. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And from the research I've done, these are about as good as you'll get for that low of money. So I'd give a solid review on it. That bums me out. That the USB port broke already. It really bums me out. But And it also has problems with the plug staying in, and power is always cutting out. And it works well though. I mean, even though it was expensive and even though it's flawed, it's really worth the money being able to get a cell signal that I otherwise wouldn't be able to get. So all said and done, I would give the Weboost like a B-. So I started editing this video and realized it's going to be way too long, or I'm going to have to cut out a bunch of stuff. So I just decided to split it into 2 videos. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Sorry about the strobe effect.